Ubirr Rockart site, so it's supposed to be pretty good in here. They one of the finest collections, it says on the sign, of rock art in the world, and I think one of the only places where it's got skeletal rock art, where it shows the bones and stuff in the body and some of the animals and stuff. So looking forward to seeing that. It's a nice little track. Look behind me. There's the track. It's a little loop about, I don't know, 30 minutes long. I'm just doing it on my thongs, so I might even go up to the lookout just an hour or two. I'll see how we go. But yeah, looking forward to seeing this and getting some photos. Lookout site. Got my safety shoes on here, but it's not too bad. It's about a half hour walk or something. Not too bad. So just have a look at the view up here. It's just spectacular. You're nuts if you don't come up here and have a look. Not a bad walk up, just rocky, but not loose rocks or anything. But this is stunning up here, and all the way up is rock art you could have a look at as well, which is pretty cool. So the trip goes pretty quick. It's pretty nice up here. I need to go a little higher. There's some people up on top of the very lookout. I'll just go up there and hopefully I'm up there alone for a bit. It'll be nice. Look at that. There they are up there. Made it to the top. It's beautiful up here. Really nice. And you can see for miles. Excuse the wind. Very windy. I had to actually put my hat inside my shirt or I'm going to lose it up here. A bushfire in the background there. Really stunning. Wow. Definitely worth the walk up. Back now to the car park, seen the rock art. Really good. Did the lookout, just doing the walk back to the car park via the rock art, so it's like finishing the big loop. It's quite a walk, it's another 400 metres or so. Bloody hot out here, I'm a bit dry. I'm looking forward to drinking back at the truck. What do I think of the art? The art was really cool. It's good to see, but I don't think that they express the stories very deeply. I think that they could probably go into it a little better than they do. Stop that! It's so funny. You're on the track where there's nobody, and then the minute you start recording, you haven't seen anyone for ages. The minute you start recording, there's a group of people come along. Anyway, yeah, what did I mean by that? A lot of the rock art, they'll say something like, I don't know, this art depicts a lesson taught to kids or something about blah blah blah, and that's it. And you look at it and you think, well, they could have more of a story than that. Some of them, and that's a good one. That's like a big description. I find that a little bit funny. I don't know. They seem very vague, and lots of them lots of the comments are more like, oh, this art, don't know how old it is, but it could be more than 4,000 or 5,000 years old or whatever like that. And you look at it and you go, well, I still can't tell what it is, and what's behind it or anything like that. So considering that, the Aboriginal people have all stories behind this art and all the rest, you'd think they'd have more of a narrative around some of the stuff. So that's a bit disappointing, I think. But look, the art itself was cool to see. It was different. A lot of the stuff up here at Ubirr is quite smeared. It looks like it's run down the rocks, a lot of it. But there were some quite well-defined things like fish and animals and stuff like that you could see. The walk's fantastic. Definitely do it. I'm not meaning to put it down in any way. I just think that, I don't know, maybe I just have a different expectation. But it's been good. Yeah, I met some people up the top there, had a bit of a yak. Some English people, they said they've been all around Australia and this is about the most Australian place they've been. So it was pretty cool. Yeah, look, the walk's fantastic. It's bloody hot out here. It's stinking hot. I don't know, it's about 300 bloody degrees at the moment, I reckon. the track's really nice. Hey, and also really cool, you could do this track in a wheelchair, or on a wheelchair, whatever you do. However you wear your wheelchair, you can do this track. It's pretty good. It's all flat. Yeah, probably a little rocky to one or two of the outsides, but most of them you can sort of wheel up to and have a bit of a look at anyway, so quite inclusive. I think it's really good. It's good to see them like that. Yet it's not overdone. It's not like a paved, you know, non-natural track, so I think they've done a good job in here. The bush is all nice and lush and all that, even here in the dry season. So the big thing you got to do, got to do a lookout. The signs at the start said allow 2 hours. That's bullshit. I think it was like 15 minutes up, 15 minutes down. It was like way overstated. I wasn't going to do it until I got near the lookout walk, and I met a couple of people there, had a yak to them. I was just in my thongs, didn't have any water on me. It's a stinking hot day. And I said, oh my God, it's just up there. It's easy peasy. So I did it anyway, and I'm glad I did. It was great. So, but what a great lookout. You'll see a bit of a video here somewhere. No, really good. Loved it. Glad I did it. Oh, back to camp for tonight at Mill Camp, and then heading off to I think it's called Karindi, where the yellow water trip is. We're going to go down and have a look at that tomorrow, so that'll be good. Anyway, back to camp. I might just have a cold beer or 3, I think. This is pretty funny. I've got this thing of whipping cream. It's been in the fridge for a bit, and it's nice and cold. Oh, that'll be nice to have. Get it out. I went on corrugated road yesterday, but look at this. Check this out. It's actually whipped itself in the container. Look, you can't even, it's only the liquid comes out. It's actually a solid, it's solid as hell. It's still got the cream inside it. An early start this morning from Cahill's Crossing at Mel's Camp. Great camp. And right now I'm heading off to Coinda Lodge, I think it is, where they do the yellow water tours. So quite looking forward to doing that. I did that with Ellie a few months back. Really enjoyed it. It was a great tour. So that's the go-to thing that everybody has to do when they're in Kakadu. That's the thing you got to do. So a little bit pricey, I suppose, but it's really, really good to see some real Kakadu stuff. So staying there for the camp. I've got some work to do tomorrow, so need to find either stay an extra night at Coinda or find a camp tomorrow morning. I've got a meeting pretty early in the morning, so I need to try and get set up for that. Hopefully that all goes okay, and working most of the day tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, having a great time heading home. Making pretty good progress already, I think. So yeah, I'll keep you up to date with what happens. Coinda Lodge, and they put me in this tiny little campground, camp spot. I did phone ahead and make sure it was big enough in the lab. Check this out. So just to show you, I'm hard against the fence over there, the wall. And if you look at this way, when you come along here, you can see the sign there that says number 17. There's number 17. Alright, so my awning goes half on to number 18, as you can see. And number 18 is quite big. Anyway, you could normally moan and grumble about that, but I did phone ahead and arrange all of that. But however, I went into the office to talk to the lady about it. She was fantastic and said that nobody's coming on to 18 anyway for the next day or so, so don't worry about it. Would have been nice to have just gone on to 18, I would have thought. But anyway, it's pretty nice here. Here's a little look at the pool area. About $59 a night, I think it is here, for this little wee campsite. Which is it's nice. It's got power and water. What the hell? And no coverage out here. There's Telstra. I don't have Telstra. I've got a Mesa, which is Optus, and there's too many trees around for me to set Starlink up. So it seems that my meeting tomorrow, my planned meeting, is not going to work for work. So I need to get back down to Pine Creek and get on that main drag, so I can actually pick spots where there's no trees around and have some internet and keep working. So I might get away early tomorrow morning. I'll miss my meeting. But I'll get away early in the morning and hopefully get to a spot and be able to work the rest of the day. So that should work well. Yeah, so But this afternoon, before I go, this afternoon I've got the Yellow Water tour coming up, which we've done before, so I'm really looking forward to that. So just got to get ready, put my face on, look beautiful for that, I suppose. I might even have a little swim before we go. You never know. A near disaster. I'm booked to go on the Yellow Water cruise on the 7th, which is today. But the confirmation I've got says the 5th of July, so it's a month and a bit out. So I went and checked at the office. They can't really explain that, but I am apparently booked today, which is the 7th, so that's good news. And when I came into the campground, the PIN number that they give you, they send you like 10 emails here saying use this PIN code, it'll only be valid from a certain time. I came in, the PIN code wouldn't work. I tried it, went over to the office, blocking the gate, went over to the office. They said, oh no, we had a software crash about a month ago and we had to reset all the PIN codes. No email about that. So they give us they're giving you manually the generic code that they use from the office to get in. So, oh my God, it's just a nightmare. It's been really bizarre, this place. Anyway, one challenge at a time. The pool. I'm in this pool at the moment. It's bloody nice. It's out the back of the restaurant a little bit, and it's called the Lagoon Pool. It looks like they've got two big swimming pools here. This one looks pretty kid-free. The other one's got a whole lot of kids in it, and I don't think anyone really knows where this one is. And I was a bit worried. I was hoping this wasn't the little pond that they keep the resident pub crocodile in, which you often find around Northern Territory. It seems pretty good so far. No snapping handbags. So I'll kick around here for about 40 minutes. I've got my washing on. Oh, so good to get a bloody washing machine going and get some clothes again. So it'll be nice. It's a nice sunny day. It gives me a few hours, and I'll probably hang out on the clothesline and dry before I go on the tour this afternoon. What is it now? It's midday. So yeah, I'll get the washing hanging out. I think I've got to go on the cruise about 4:10. We meet. The cruise starts at 4:30. So yeah, looking forward to that. Just giving a good camera a bit of a charge up as well. In the meantime, so yeah, it seemed like a good way to kill a few hours is to sit in the pool, I suppose. Yeah, great. Not a bad lodge here. Those few little hiccups have been a bit of a pain in the ass, but yeah, top points to the staff. They breezed over it, no problems at all. Yeah, we'll sort that out. Yep. Oh, sorry about that. So that's good to see. Who cares? As long as they sort it out, I'm happy. And yeah, no, it's all good. It's a bit windy here, but it's still quite warm. I'd say it's got to be touching 29, 30 degrees, and it's a lovely day, but the breeze is just keeping that ugly heat off, I suppose, which is really nice. A bit of dust blowing around. I gave a bit of a hose around the caravan actually with the water just to keep the dust down a bit. It's a bit like that. So yeah, it sucks a bit. Can't do my meeting tomorrow. But I'll get a bit further down the line. I think tomorrow I might get away quite early and do that, and even skip one of the planned camps I had so that I can get down out of Kakadu where there's no trees really, and down on the line towards Ellis, because I need some good reliable satellite for a Teams meeting. So Starlink, sucks a little bit for that. A little cutout and that's it. You're out of the meeting. You got to rejoin, and it's a pain in the ass. There's no buffering or anything. So yeah, that's that. I'll keep moving and having a good time. It's really good. My little kids are bucking off out of the spa now, so I thought I'd have a little dip in here. Look at this. Check this place out. That's nice. Pretty cool. Nice little waterfall behind me. That's a good spot. Nice for half an hour while the washing's done anyway.
Under the water, it looks like you're walking on water like Jesus. That's where that name comes from.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Does it got Jesus?
The male Jacana, he's smaller than the female. These crocodiles here love husbands, boyfriends, and Collingwood manly support.
And they're about as manly now to the
Crocodile. They used to be afraid of humans, they're afraid of the gun. Not anymore, people. We've got 150,000 plus crocodiles just up north in Northern Territory here. They only got protected in 71, I think. I just need to be quiet and listen to that. Shake your head. Well, if I get you in any trouble, tell me, ladies. We'll throw him in. Are we making it? What was that, sir?
Not worth the off effort.
They taste heaps different. That's another thing I was going to say.
I'll just press it
They-
again.
that- Huh?
Got away this morning, but had to drive until I could find an area where there's no trees and a bit of open space. There's a few trees around, but I've got my dish out here on the side of the road. Where is it? Side of the road. And I've got the caravan just parked here, and I've just set up my office. So, and I've connected in. There's my Starlink all working in there, and I've connected in so I can do my meeting. Unbelievable! Yay, Starlink! Hopefully the connection stays in for the meeting, and then I can get up to my camp, which is not too far up the road, and then I can work for the day. So that'll be really good. Fingers crossed. Oh, well, that was awesome. Hooked up my Starlink, got to my meeting, worked out really well. Well, you wouldn't fucking believe it, would you? No, my luck. Tyres completely delaminated. That's actually come off the delaminate. That's just fucked. Oh, well. I was okay. I think I said to Ellie about 10 minutes ago, the car and truck are going really well, not having any problems. So this is a bit of a problem, I think. Yeah, oh, well, I got one spare there, but God, these fucking Asian bloody Chinese tyres, I think they are. They're a pain in the ass. I'll just have to find another one up the road somewhere. Hopefully it lasts a bit longer. The other one, I've only got one on the truck, I think. One on the back here, so... Hey, Mr. Wheel, looks like you're going on. So, sailing along quite nicely, actually. Just come out of Kakadu National Park, the Pine Creek end. Actually, there's the sign across the road there. But run into a bit of a problem. The tyre on the caravan's delaminated itself. Bloody, these Chinese tyres are crap. Anyway, so there it is there. So I've got all the gear to be able to fix it. It's not a problem, so I'll just muck around and do that for a few minutes, and puts me behind a bit. But it's quite funny to see. You get the Kakadu sign over there, and he's sitting here right next to it, obviously in trouble, and people come, they stop, they take a photo by the Kakadu sign, and they keep going. No one even says, hey, you okay? Nothing, they keep going, you know. I don't know. The world's a changing place, I guess. Anyway, it's beautiful out here. I'm working in the shade, and yeah, got a bit of a mission on my hands. Lucky I think I've got all the gear here, so I'm pretty good. Ooh, that was hot work. Oh, grubby hands. Oh my God, I had I got to say, my faith's been slightly restored in human beings. I had 3 or 4 people stop in the end to offer help. I had it all in hand, but it was just nice to have the offer. One of them had turned it around even after going a couple of k's and come back, so that was nice. So my faith is temporarily restored in humanity, but anyone who knows me knows that that's only temporary. Yeah, so tyres are a real mess. I'll have to look in Catherine or somewhere like that and see if I can get, I don't know what the deal is, of getting a replacement for these weird ass shitty Chinese tyres. I think the plan will be to eventually replace them all because you don't want that happening. It's a nice tar sealed road, cruise along, only 80 k's an hour, just come down the hill, it was just going pretty slow actually. And it felt pretty rough, and I saw black smoke out the back and I thought, oh Jesus, this reminds me of the engine. Pulled over, revved the engine, couldn't really work out what was going on, started walking around, hello, tyre looks a bit of a mess. So that's all it was in the end. So I'm pleased it was a tyre to be some degree. Oh well, I might carry on now. I don't know whether I'll stop at one of the couples that stopped actually to give a hand had stayed at Harriet Creek last night and said it was just all burnt out and pretty dry and no shade or anything in there. So I'm thinking I might carry on. I'm feeling good for a drive at the moment. But when I do stop, I will be having a beer. So yeah, anyway, I'll keep going. I'm just at the Catherine exit sign that's on the Pine Creek side at the moment. So we'll see how far we get before we have something else happen. So as you know, we've got the puncher just coming out of Kakadu. I've driven all the way down. I stopped at where did I stop? I don't know. Pine Creek. Stopped at Pine Creek, had a quick drink there, talked to a truckie for a bit. And I've got all the way down to Catherine actually, and I've got my beside the road here, got my satellite dish set up there, and I've got another meeting at 2:30 coming up shortly, so I'm going to get through that. Haven't got a lot of work done, so I'm going to be doing a bit of work tonight to catch up, but that's okay. So the tyre's coming down from Darwin. I've dropped the shitty old tyre into the Goodyear place at Catherine here. He's got a tyre coming down, so they reckon they'll have that fixed by tomorrow. So I'll spend the night and day in Catherine. It's a good chance for me to catch up on some work anyway. Don't really get to have a look around, but that's killed a bit of time there. So hopefully I can get a bit of a rest and a bit of springs the next day or two. And that's it really. I'm as filthy as a bloody pig at the moment. Looking forward to a good cold shower tonight. But yeah, other than that, it's all going pretty well. We'll see what happens. Well, that's been a big day. I'm at Bushfire Flat Campground. You can find on Wiki. It's about 30 k's south of Catherine. I thought it was about 23 k's south of Catherine for whatever reason. That's what it looked like on Wiki to me. Yeah, just keep going and going and going. I eventually found it. Now it's really hard to find. You really got to go on your Wiki Camps and look at your little blue dot and where the campground is. It's situated right under some power lines, but it's a good little spot. It's quite nice here. I'll have a little zoom around. So there's some people down the other end there camping. You can see them. Yeah, it's nice. It's nice, and I've got my satellite dish set up here. It's a little bit dusty. Got my office all ready to go. I think I'll stay here tonight. It's what are we now? Early August. I'll go in tomorrow to stand this bloody phone up on something. I'll go in tomorrow and pick up the tyre from the Goodyear place in Catherine. So it's about a 30-minute drive or something back into Catherine to pick that up. And then I'll be on the road. So you can hear there's a bit of road noise at this camp, but that's all right. This caravan's pretty, I find it's very noise insulated, so that's really good. Yeah, but I've got a bit of work to do tonight. I've got to catch some work up now. I really didn't get done what I was going to get done today. I got a little bit done, but nowhere near as much as I needed to. So I've got that to do tonight. But yeah, oh well, it's been a big day. It's definitely time for a beer. I think I'll crack a coldie or two. So I had the forethought of putting a few in the fridge earlier today when I was changing that tyre over. All right, that's it for today.